So, back to the garden at Kensington Palace. William's speech wasn't just about Charlotte, it was a declaration of intent. He said the crown isn't a relic. It's a living promise of service, and that promise belongs to the future. He talked about evolving tradition rather than abandoning it. And then he brought his daughter forward and said she would begin attending engagements with her mother, learning service, and helping shape a new vision. This is not how royal children have traditionally been introduced to public life. There's usually a slower progression, a careful testing of the waters, and a respect for the hierarchy that places the direct heir first, while everyone else takes supporting roles. But here was William elevating Charlotte in a way that suggested she's not just going to be a background figure. She's being prepared for real responsibility, possibly rivaling George in terms of public presence and influence. The photos spread instantly. Charlotte stood beside her father, composed beyond her years, wearing a modest smile that somehow reminded people of both Diana and Queen Elizabeth. Social media went wild, and the message was clear. This family is the future, and the future is starting now, whether the current king and queen like it or not. What's easy to miss in all the focus on William and Charlotte is Catherine's role in this. She stood beside William during the announcement, calm and steady, her hand resting gently on George's back in a quietly reassuring gesture that projected complete unity. But behind the scenes, the report suggested she'd been anything but passive. Catherine had apparently been studying royal dynamics for years, and what we're seeing now looked like the result of a very carefully planned strategy. She reportedly commissioned public polls months before the announcement to measure support for Charlotte taking on a bigger role. The results showed strong approval. She and William reportedly reviewed public reactions and media coverage every night, adjusting their approach as they moved forward. When Camilla pushed for influence, Catherine chose silence. When she was asked about the tensions, she said nothing. But that silence wasn't weakness. It was discipline. Catherine's popularity isn't manufactured. It's built on years of genuine moments. The hospital visits, the way she interacts with children, the obvious warmth she has with her own family. People respond to that because it feels real. And that authenticity gives her a kind of power that titles alone can't create. She's not just William's wife or George and Charlotte's mother, she's become the strategic center of this whole operation, the person who understands that the monarchy can't survive by clinging to the past. It has to evolve, and she's making sure it evolves in a direction that secures her children's future. The irony in all of this is that Camilla's position was supposed to be the culmination of a long and difficult journey. She endured the affair allegations, the divorce, the public anger after Diana's death, and years of careful image rehabilitation. She became queen consort. She finally made it, to be continued.